Hello everyone, Brett back, altitude scale modeling, looking at my next build, doing a review, P-61A Black Widow by Hobby Boss, 1/48 scale, a couple of schemes, a black one and a green one. I'm going to do the green one, because I've never done a green Black Widow, I've only done a black Widow. Black Widow, Barbra Streisand sings that in the movie Star is Born. Sorry. There's your schemes, there's your Japanese writing or Chinese writing, I can never tell the difference. Good looking kit, Nocturnal Nemesis, that's the one I'm going to do. So, I got a lot of aftermarket. Let's take a look here. Turn me on some light. Instructions. Get the stuff out of the way. Mini screws, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, weights, clear, so about 10 sprues. So, I'm going to be using the Edward Brazen engines. This is for P-61A for Great Wall Hobby kit. If everyone's scaling things right, they should fit just fine. I'm going to give it a shot. I love this foam, I can use it for things. So, you've got cylinder heads, individual cylinder heads. Guess we should take this stuff out and give you a look, huh? Very nice detailed cylinder heads. Cut off, cleaned up. And cowls, we're going to take those out, but they look to be scale thin, so be careful with those. There's like 3, I'm thinking there should be 4. And here we've got where you've attached the cylinder heads. I'm thinking these are exhaust. And your wiring. Not sure, is this just one engine? Yeah, this is just one engine. That's why it's only got 3 covers. And you've got your cover there and your open exhaust. I'm going to open it because it's very fragile. Your wiring harness and a couple other bits. So it's just one engine, which is all you need. Unless you're going to make a diagram with both engines. Directions. There's your parts. And your part layout. There's what it looks like completed but unpainted. And those were the exhausts there. And this is going to show you how to put the whole thing together. And it doesn't have a paint guide. This is only for separate engine assembly. This one, I guess, is if you're putting the whole thing in. Oops. Does that mean you didn't see this one? I didn't look up. So, there you go. And then here. And here. So, can add a lot of nice detail to this kit. I love this airplane. I built 3 of the Monogram when it was the only game in town. And I'm going to try, I've got this one and I've got the Great Wall one. So we're going to start with Hobby Boss. Because I got the self-adhesive gun turret PE. Right there. And I've got the mask. It also says for Great Wall Hobby because there wasn't a Hobby Boss one. And I've got the front interior set, which includes 2 sprues. And I've got the rear interior set. So, hold that thought for one moment. Alright, Thought I might be able to find my Great Wall Hobby P-61, but I don't know where it is. So we're going to do a review on the Hobby Boss one, and if I find the Great Wall Hobby one, we'll do it too. Fuselage halves. You know, it's a twin boom aircraft. It's nice how it's got these antennae already built into it. They're not going to break off as long as they're not over scale. Nothing really on the inside. Nice detail on the outside though. Nice panel line detail. A little bit of rivets. Bunch of rivets at the wing root. Oh, get in there. And we've got one side booms. And a prop. So, actually there's some really nice gun detail there. So, really good gun detail. The ends aren't hollowed out. It might be tough to do it, but you can give it a shot. Much more rivet detail on the boom than there is on the main fuselage. Prop has no flash or burring. No detail on the inside except a little ribbing here where the gear is going to go. But, like I said, very nice gun detail. Very nice boom detail. And this is a matching sprue, except it's got the gun turret right there. As far as I know, the A didn't have the gun turret on top, but we'll have to look into that. We got us a set of top wings. And the speed brakes are right here, and they look like they're really good detail. I'm not sure if they're recessed, so. Looks like the aileron tips are opposable. But yeah, these are nice. Really nice detailed. Not sure. I think these are the tips themselves. And they're one piece. Look at nice detail. A nice raised speed brake like they would be on the actual aircraft. So, got us some good detail. These parts, which look like the aileron wing tips, are in one piece. And under here, no ejector pins. No nothing, just looks good. So far I'm liking it. It's definitely a step up from the Revell monogram one from the old days, which, as you expect it would be. Okay, this one's going to have some fuselage parts. Looks like some bottom wing parts, but mainly fuselage, gear, landing gear struts, seats, 2 seats, gear doors. Nice detail inside the gear doors. So, you see it's got some good sidewall detail. And throttle control there looks nice. No burring or seam line on the gear struts themselves. Seats look adequate, maybe a little thick, but not bad. Gear doors, fire extinguisher there. Front wheel bay, looking really nice. I'm going to add a little wiring and you spruce it up. Again, some more nice panel line detail there. Then flip it over, you've got some really good gear door detail with some access hatch panels there. So, and these are the bottom wings. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm doing something backwards. Alright, bottom wings. Here's where you can see the speed brake is going to rest into in the down position. Again, nice rivets for that hatches. the access panels. That's what I meant to say. Good detail. Again, nothing raised in here that's going to cause a problem. Attachment points. So, there you go, looking good. Me likey. And we got the center elevator in here. Going to join the booms together. A couple of bulkheads. Looks like an instrument panel. Another seat. Looks like another instrument panel. This part is going to slide into here for the bottom of the elevator. No weight on wheels, and I should have bought some resin wheels. I might still look into that because I got time. Nice looking control columns. Front gear strut looks good. It's got the lights on it. No burring, no seam line. Nice hosing. The parts for the struts are compacted, which they should be since you're going to be sitting it on the ground. Nice hose detail there. So, I'm not real thrilled about the wheels, but the rest of it looks really good. You can see nice detail on the top, good seat, good instrument panel detail, flight controls, nice boxes on the bulkhead that'll do some nice detailing. And then you see you got some more hatches with rivet heads and screw heads for the bottom of the elevator. And the last sprue is matching in its engine detail, which I'll only be using one of these for. So, matching sprues. Slide that one over there. Main wheels. Very limited detail in the engine part. Fuel tanks. I'm not sure if these are rocket tubes or not. Where the prop goes, there's a bomb. Tail for the bomb. Yep, those are rocket tubes. So again, good detail. We'll only be using one of these engines because we're going to detail up the other one. Nice detail inside the gear doors. So again, I'm a little disappointed in the wheels, but they're not the worst. And I'm sure I can find some resin wheels around. Very nice. Very tasty. And in the side of the box, we've got engine cowls. We'll also only be using one of these. And it's got really nice rivet detail. I mean, you're going to have to clean up these sprue attachment points. But the detail on it is quite good. And you've got a bag of weights that you're going to stick in various parts of the aircraft to help keep the nose down, because it is going to be a tail sitter. Nice touch that they added. This is the clear nose, if you choose to use the clear nose. Looks really nice and frosted, and of course you're going to use the clear nose because this model came with it. But look how clear that nose is. It's beautiful. You can, I mean, that's a good 18 inches. Very nice. Definitely going to stick that back in there to keep it safe. Maybe I'll do it later when I put it away. And this looks like to be the rest of the clear parts, and there's a lot of clear on this, as with most World War II fighter bomber aircraft. There we go. Hobby Boss has a way with beautiful clear parts. No center seam, raised outside so you can mask it by hand with tape if you want. How wonderfully clear all decal that is, including this tail part right here. Amazing job with their clear parts, as always. And we got us some decals. Looks like your standard Hobby Boss decals. Not cartographed. They have decal for the invasion stripes, and I would paint those on myself. The little nose art girl decal is separate. Maybe it's forbidden in some countries. But there she is. Looking good, very cut very close. And the rest of these. Again, I'd paint the invasion stripes, but the rest looked really good. There's the instrument decals there for the clear one. Then there's all the rest of your decals for all the other parts. Juke and Judy's, our little lady. Nope, actually our little lady's Nocturnal Nemesis. Juke and Judy's, there's another one. There's the walkways. May or may not paint those, depending. I mean, decals look good. And they should go down okay. Hobby Boss decals have never given me a problem. Put all those back so they don't get damaged. Got my instructions. Got September 2014 advertisement for Hobby Boss. There's the P-61, Typhoon class submarine, and a T-28 medium tank. And here we go. Color callouts. There's Juke and Judy. She's black with invasion stripes. What I'm going to do is Nocturnal Nemesis. She's green with no invasion stripes with a black nose. Not a glass nose. Neither of these actually show the glass nose, so I'm going to paint over that anyway. Green with a gray bottom. 421st Night Fighter Squadron. Doesn't say where it's based. Colors are Mr. Hobby, Vallejo, Model Master Tammy Humbrol. Your choice. Alright, sprue map. Starting with cockpit, of course. Then the wheel, floor. Looks like that's going to have to be installed before you put it together. Walls. So you're going to have to mask that off when you go to paint. Let's see. Maybe not, because you might be able just to sit it in there. Have to look at that while you're building it. Fuselage halves together. Glass, radar. I don't know why you're putting the radar in if you can't see it. It doesn't look like there's a way to... I mean, you could leave the nose glass, I guess, and then you could see it. Where does that weight go? I did not see that. There's one right there at the front of the landing gear. There's one right there in front of the instrument panel. So it is telling you where to put those weights. None in the nose. Main landing gear and the booms together. Wings and radiators together. Ailerons, wing onto the boom. Engines onto the boom with the gear doors. Oops. Let's go back and look at that gear. Looks like it just slides down, so you might be able to get away with putting that in after painting. Just look at the fit. Make sure you check it so you don't end up messing yourself up too bad. That was one side of the boom. This is the other side of the boom. Wing together. Booms attaching. Elevator attaching. And weaponry. Rockets, bombs, options. I don't know, I've never seen rockets on that. That might be kind of cool. And there you have it. You'll be all done. Like I said, I'm going to build this one. I'm going to look for my Great Wall Hobby one as well. So, thanks for watching my sprue review on the next build I'm going to do. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Hi everyone, Brett here, High Altitude Scale Modeling. By now, you probably just finished watching or skipped through the Hobby Boss sprue review of the P-61A, and hopefully you've seen the sprue review of the Great Wall Hobby P-61A that I'm building. So we're going to compare a few of the sprues, and box size, well, there's the Hobby Boss one, here's the top for the Great Wall Hobby one. You see it fits in there with room to spare. But, as some women like to say, size doesn't matter. It's details and such that matter. We're not going to go through every single sprue, but we are going to go through a few of them. Make a little room here. You know, I've already started building the Great Wall Hobby one. And you heard I was going to use all that P for the Hobby Boss one, but I didn't because it was designed for the Great Wall Hobby one. There's where I am on the Great Wall Hobby. Here's where the Hobby Boss one. Now, let's see. In the real world, these two halves would go together. They're not even close. If you line up the back parts, you line up the front parts, not even close. Maybe if I find my damaged Tamiya sprue cutters and cut this part right off of here. Give us a better look-see. Now both of these are supposed to be 48 scale. And I'm not going to do the scientific math to figure out which one is right and which one is wrong. I'm just going to hold them up together. Go panel line to panel line. And they're not even close. Obviously the Hobby Boss one doesn't have the turret. The Great Wall Hobby one does. So you line the back up right here and then you can see that far. And you line the front up here and you can see that gap, or you line the front up there and you can see that gap. So there's a difference. Right there, this has no internal framing as you saw. So there's one difference right there. Let's look at all right. So if you line these up, this one's a lot more curved. But these are a lot closer size-wise than the main fuselage parts. You can almost overlay them pretty close. Landing gear seems to line up okay. Put the rudder on, it'll be close. Different tails. So there you go. The detail, as you can see, they're not too far off from each other. Both have riveting. Both have good panel lines. This one's got some raised detail there that this one doesn't. This one's got more access hatches than this one does. This would be Great Wall Hobby. This would be Hobby Boss. So there's that. Let me find a prop. Alright, there's a prop, there's a prop. Props match up pretty well. They're both about the same. This one's thicker and bigger. You see the nose piece, that one's smaller. But they're both about the same. Sorry, cat just stepped on the keyboard. Made it make noise. Cat made Siri talk. Okay, so props about the same. Engines. Stop it. Cat's just being a pain now. Alright, engine detail, engine detail. There we go. Hobby Boss engine detail is way off the mark compared to Great Wall Hobby engine detail, as you can tell. They've got a plate, they've got the cylinder heads, they've got the separate cylinder heads you're going to put together, they've got hollowed out exhaust. I don't even see the exhaust on this one yet. Let's see. Exhaust, exhaust. I'm not going to compare interior detail because I'm using photo etch, so we'll do a fair comparison. There's a cowl. Hobby Boss cowl, Great Wall Hobby cowl. And they're about the same size. I wonder why these fuselages are so far apart. Great Wall's a little more rounded, but they both have fine detail and rivets. This one just looks bigger because this has the separate exhaust parts. The ports to open to or close for the exhaust. There's the prop spinner for the Hobby Boss. There's the prop spinner for the Great Wall Hobby. Much bigger on Great Wall Hobbies. I guess I'm not going to compare interior detail because I'm using photo etch. I did want to find the exhaust. But I don't see them anywhere. But as you can see, and as if you've seen, the exhaust on the Great Wall kit is very nice. Alright, wings of the Hobby Boss. Sorry, making a mess. Oh, it's already open. Wings of the Great Wall Hobby. These are the top wings. This is the top and the bottom. So this one goes as this one. So the Great Wall Hobby's got separate flaps and ailerons. But the wings look about the same size. Again, I'm confused why there's such a big difference in the fuselages. Hobby Boss one actually has more panel lines and more detailing than the Great Wall Hobby does. So there's one where You can see the Great Wall Hobby. You can see all the pedal lines on the Hobby Boss. Here's where the top where the speed brake is recessed. Great Wall Hobby comes with PE speed brakes that you can pose open. I'm not sure if you can pose them closed. I'd have to check that out the farther I get into the build. Okay. The guns in the Great Wall Hobby kit are absolutely sublime. And the tires alright, let's put the wings away. Knocked a whole bunch of stuff down. There's the engine. And I'm trying to find wheels on the Hobby Boss kit. There we go, alright, I put them together. Great Wall Hobby wheels. Hobby Boss wheels, Great Wall Hobby wheels. Flat spot, tread, size difference. Hobby Bosses are much bigger. And like I said, Great Wall Hobby has weighted wheels and a tread pattern. Here's the open or closed cowls. You already know the Hobby Boss one right here just has them closed. Here's the closed ones. Here's the open ones for the Great Wall Hobby kit. Hobby Boss. So, really bothers me about the exhaust from the engines. Hold on. Let me pull out some directions here. See if I can find some engine exhausts going in here. I do like the seats of the Hobby Boss one better. Whereas the ones for the Great Wall Hobby kit were really fiddly. Yeah, there are no exhausts for the Hobby Boss kit. Just goes in like that. Yeah, I like the rocket launchers. So no exhaust. So that goes to Great Wall Hobby. Don't know which fuselage is right. I will have to take my time looking that up. They both have the clear nose cone. Hobby Boss's is frosted, Great Wall's is not. But they both look good. They both actually look to be about the same size too. It's just the fuselage halves that are way off. I'm going to have to figure that one out. So anyway, there's a quick little comparison of the sprues. There's nothing wrong with the Hobby Boss kit. It's much cheaper than the Great Wall Hobby kit. And it will build into a very nice representation of the P-61A. And there's a turret in there, but there's no directions on how to cut it open to get the turret in if you want to. Two schemes, black and olive drab. So, there you go. This one's got two schemes, black and olive drab. I thought I had more than that. Because I'm doing, no, it's got Moon Happy and, yeah, Moon Happy, which I'm doing. So it just, the pictures look the same. It's just the fuselage is so much bigger on the Hobby Boss one. I'm going to have to look into that. I might post it in the comments below if I find out a real answer. So thanks for watching this little bit of a comparison. I'll give you one more look at that. Let's compare the exact sides. Instead of trying to attach them, let's just compare them side by side like this. And like this, where they're lining up at the front of the windscreen, the back of the windscreen. See, the back of the windscreen and the front of this windscreen are really close to being lined up. And you line that up, and that's really close too. It's the front part that's way off, as you can see from here to here. Because this is all close. This is close. It's this part that's way off. So, which one's wrong? I'll have to look into it. Thanks for watching. And go build one of these beautiful kits, because the Hobby Boss one is a beautiful kit, compared especially to the monogram one. So, thanks for watching, everyone. And you all have a good night. Go build a model.